Hi everyone, Jackie Rainforth, Rainmakers Business Solutions. I'm a sales expert, sales trainer, author, and professional speaker. And every week I come online and I give you a little tidbit of selling advice, help, reminder, whatever it is, to help elevate your sales career or your business to the next level. This week I'm going to talk about millennials and the generation gap. The reason being, my brother Greg came to me and said, "Hey Jack, I want to know more about the millennials." I'm going to do a series. Each week I'm going to tell you one thing that's really, really important to millennials. Why is this important? It's important because right now 37% of the workforce is millennials. And what do they consider that? Well, a traditionalist is kind of older than the baby boomer. You've got the baby boomers that are from kind of after the Second World War through 1965. And then you've got the millennials. And the millennials are a very powerful group. Currently, 46% of management positions are held by millennials. Those are your decision makers. And they're saying by 2025, 75% of the marketplace will be held by millennials. Those are currently today, that would be 21 to 37-year-olds. And it's kind of gray, so don't, it's gray. There's lots of research out there, but the actual dates are kind of blurry. Millennials, what's important to them and why is it important? It's important because when you go into this workplace and you've got, say, 3 different generations, say you've got the owner who's a traditionalist, you've got kind of a manager person in one department that's a boomer, and you've got a management person in another that's a millennial. They all have very different priorities and values. It's important for you as a sales rep to, one, know those differences and be prepared, because you're going to have to shift and flex, pivot your presentation to work for each of those groups, because their purchasing triggers, the things that they find are important, are all different, and you need to know what they are. With the millennials, they are an emergent and very, very powerful group. They are the future, and they are future decision makers. They're currently a lot of decision makers, but they will definitely be the future decision makers. We need to know what's important to them. And each week, I'm going to talk about something different. This week, I'm going to talk about social consciousness. They are adamant about helping the environment, helping the community, bettering our world. If you are a company and you contribute to charity, you donate your products and services, you donate your time, you're environmentally friendly, those are really, really important facts that millennial decision makers need to know. Why? Because they will pay more for items that come from a company that have a very strong social consciousness. As sales reps or representatives from that company, it's important that you communicate all the things that your company or that you are doing to provide this world, your community, making the world a better place. Those boomers, they really care. And let me give you an example of, knowing the different generations. I remember when my kids came home one day, and this is a number of years ago, but it kind of, I'm on the end of the baby boomers. I'm kind of the tail end of them. And my kids, of course, are millennials. At the time, they were going to school, and they were in elementary school. And they came home, and I was brushing my teeth one morning, and they said to me, "Mom, you need to turn off the water when you're brushing your teeth, in between." I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" No, I grew up and you turn the water on, you brush your teeth, and it just stays running. That's how you brush your teeth. The millennials are completely different. They are socially conscious in terms of the environment, and turning off that water is really important to them. So I know it's kind of a hokey example, but it's a really good example to show the differences of how baby boomers and millennials think. And when it comes to purchasing, not only are the millennials going to support you, but there are many other factors that come into play, and I'll talk about those, as we move forward each week. But think about it. If you are a sales rep or an owner of a company, make sure that those community things that you're doing are known and out there. They're on your literature, they're on your website, that they're visible and communicated to your clients, because it's important. Anyway, if you have any questions or feedback, please, again, info@rainmakersgroup.ca. Thank you so much for watching. Years ago, or I don't know how many years ago have I been doing this. Anyway, I remember when my social media girl came out and she said, Jackie, you need to get online and do videos to help people, elevate your sales. I mean, that's what's important to you. You need to get out there and do it visibly. I'm like, ooh, are you kidding? Go online, put myself out there, forget it. Wow, who knew I would end up with this following and helping people? And I love it when people come up to me and they say, hey, I saw your videos. I love your videos. You've really helped. And I have to tell you a funny story. So I always say that if you're in sales, you never ever talk about price till the very, very end. We're, looking at getting some quotes on some stuff. And I asked this person, Nicole, my friend Nicole, I said, hey, she said, well, I'd like to get together and go through it all with you. And I said, well, that's great. I said, do you want to give me a hint? Just tell me kind of what price range I'm at. And she goes, no. She said, my sales trainer said that you never, ever talk about price till the very end. Whoa, did that ever come back to bite me? But she is so right. You never talk about price till the very, very end. So, hey, people are watching and they're paying attention, and thank you for that, and thank you for the feedback. Take care. We'll see you next week when I come back with another important millennial move. Take care. See ya. Bye-bye.